Alrighty, welcome back everyone to the Emperor Karl Franz campaign. This is a thematic campaign where we are attempting to be the good guy leaders of humanity and of the Empire, and that means strengthening other imperial and human factions as opposed to just expanding as quickly as possible. And let me tell you, it has caused us no end of problems. So yeah, this is going to be a really challenging campaign. We definitely have our work cut out for us. We can see, for example, despite our attempts to try to strengthen Middenland, they're just completely overrun by enemies right now. They've been pushed all the way back to Middenheim. And then down here, we've got Wissenland, who we are very friendly with, but they're getting themselves overrun by Sylvania. And, of course, despite the fact that we're trying to be really, really good guys when it comes to humanity, we've been attacked by Bastogne. Now, we did beat them back here at Helmgart in what was a really fun battle in the previous episode. But, excuse me, we're kind of at a position here where we have to decide, what we're going to do about them. Are we just going to give them time to rebuild themselves and attack us again and again and again? Or do we want to do like a counterattack down into their territory and hit them while they're weak? Well, my thoughts on that are basically, if I could paraphrase Omar Bradley after or during the Korean War, when he famously said, this is the wrong war in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong enemy. This is not really where we want to be devoting resources to. So we are going to, I think, continue to just kind of be defensive here. I think what we found out is that Helmgart is a tough nut to crack. If they keep throwing themselves against this every opportunity, it's going to take them a while to rebuild each time, and it's pretty well defensible. And it at the very least buys us time before they would be able to do a full-scale invasion of the important parts of our territory, which is up here. So anyway, I'm going to kind of neglect this down here. We're going to continue to focus on the main two fronts, which are right here, where there's 3 different enemies, technically 4, I guess, if you want to include these Chaos Rebels. So 3 or 4 different enemies, depending on how you want to look at it. But I think what we really need to do is we want Khazrak to be the high priority target, probably followed by the Black Pit tribe, and then finally Festus. Festus is going to be the toughest, and they're also the furthest away. So ideally, if we can figure out a good way to fight a battle against Khazrak, that would be for the best. Now, also down here, Sylvania, we just really need to make sure that Nuln does not fall to Sylvania. They appear okay right now. Wissenland still has these 4 territories. They're not very strong. If we look at their overall strength here, yeah, you can see they're 196. They're quite weak. But the fact that they still have the 4 settlements, meanwhile the enemy here, the Vampire Count Sylvania, is all the way up to 12. So definitely a big problem. But Sylvania is also at war with 4 different factions. So who knows? Maybe Sylvania will split up their forces instead of wiping out Wissenland. If it looks like Nuln itself is threatened, then that may be the opportunity then for us to send an army down there, either using the Imperial Machinations here, or we could just march like Gregor Braun down there and help out. So I don't know. We'll kind of have to play that by ear. But for the time being, I think what we really want to do is continue to replenish here, try to figure out how we can get ourselves into battle with these guys up here. Karaberg, unfortunately, there's that 100 Chaos Undivided Corruption, which means we can't really move into this region without suffering attrition, which is definitely a concern. There's 2 other things that I wanted to mention here right away. One of them is that we did go ahead and we're naming all of our brigades here. So I'm referring them as brigades instead of just as units. But anyway, so we're naming our, or maybe battalions might be probably a little bit more appropriate. Yeah, battalions, these are way too small to be brigades. Anyway, okay, so we're naming our battalions down here. And so we recruited in the 2nd Altdorf Halberdiers, and then also the 4th Altdorf Crossbowmen into this army. So that was one thing I remembered to do. And then the other thing that I noticed is that we've got the Skaven right here. Bak the Lethal. Now, we're not at war with them. This is the Clan Ferric here. When we look at them, Clan Ferric, they are chaos. They only have a single settlement, so they're not super strong. They're at war with, you know, any number of people who aren't us, obviously. But what we could potentially do, like we could talk to Laurelern here. In fact, let's do that. Let's see how much Laurelern would be willing to pay us to go to war with them. Because this army, we could hit that. They're at full speed, so they can't retreat. We could hit that army and destroy that Skaven army. And yeah, it gives us one additional enemy, but it's the kind of enemy that thematically makes sense for us to have. So let's take a look at what Laurelern would do. Laurelern are good guys, so we want to help them out as much as possible, but they're not human, so there's limits to you know, to how nice we want to be to them. But we are, of course, we do have a non-aggression pact going with them, so that's good. So, okay, join war against Clan Ferric. What would they give us? We could also do a trade agreement here, and they would give us 125. And without the trade agreement, they would give us 1335. Okay, let's look at how strong they are. Are they strong enough that we think that they're going to survive for more than a turn or two? Size 20 garrison right there. I think that, well, they're clearly the WA target then of the Black Pit tribe. I think they'll survive for a little bit though with that that garrison. So yeah, let's do this. Let's go ahead and talk to Laurelern here. And we'll say, Laurelern, we like you. We're willing to come to your aid against Clan Ferric in exchange for a peace treaty and a little bit of money. Boom. Done. And if I'm not mistaken, that did not pull in any of our allies. Like, for example, well, never mind, because they're... No, they're full military alliance. Okay, I take it back. So, like, Whistleland and Nuln, you are not at war with Black Pit tribe. I'm sorry, with Clan Ferric. Neither... Well, you already were. You already were. Yeah, of course. Okay, so... No, Black Pit tribe... Come on, stop confusing Black Pit tribe and Clan Ferric, Michael. Okay, anyway. It is what it is. So when you declare war like that via the diplomacy, it doesn't bring any of your allies in. That's fine. We're just going to go ahead and fight this really quickly. Decisive victory. It's going to be an interesting looking map probably because it's in the water, although this doesn't appear to be very much water at all. So it's a land battle, more or less. We've got the mortars. They're going to have to come towards us. Should be very low in terms of the Skaven corruption, so they shouldn't have many menace belows. And of course those storm vermin are good units. So are the rat ogres to a certain extent, but there's not very many of them. I certainly think that with our overwhelming numbers advantage and the fact that we can outrange them, we should be in pretty good shape. Okay, start deployment. Go ahead and get the mortars just in range. And let's see here. Let's just go ahead, I guess. You guys can shoot over the top, so we'll kind of put you in the middle here. We'll get you guys on this flank. You guys on this flank. We're going to get you over here. You over here. You guys kind of all like this. We're going to spread you out a little bit. Like so. You're fine right there. You're fine right here. You, right here. You're still on horseback. You don't have your Pegasus yet. And, okay, so you guys are my anti-menace below forces. Let's go ahead and start the battle. I don't know if they're even going to have any menace belows, but we'll find out soon enough. If they do, we want to get these 3 on them right away. Let's go ahead and speed up a bit. Okay. Alright, I'm thinking at this point they're not going to have any menace belows. I think they would have shown up by now. Okay, we got those rat ogres. We definitely want to make sure that we get some ranged attacks on the rat ogres. Let's go ahead and get all of you into guard mode. Okay, here we go. We should be opening fire any moment. Okay, you. Looks like the rat ogres are... Okay, there we go. That's beautiful. Yeah, the rat ogres are not exactly sure what they want to do, but they're going to have to come forward at some point. Okay, let's go ahead and get Karl Franz moving forward here. Let's go ahead and get you moving forward here. Let's go ahead and get a debuff going on them. Okay, right here we go. You into the rat ogres. You fall back. Just make sure that... Okay, at this point, should be pretty straightforward now. Okay, let's go ahead and get you guys around and behind. You guys can go ahead and come forward now. You guys over here, if I can select you correctly. Okay, those rat ogres made pretty short work of them. That's good. The mortars, shoot them. Okay, at this point, you guys can get into them from behind. Actually, you go ahead and continue flanking. You guys, I want you continuing to shoot at the rat ogres. Just make sure that they shatter. Okay, you guys should be getting into those Skaven Slave Slingers. You guys can go ahead and hit them from the flank. I think at this point we should be in pretty good shape. You can go ahead and do your buff. You, we want you in here on him. Okay, the mortars, I want you guys to stop shooting now, please. And the crossbow, oh, look at that. The stupid rat ogres did recover. Okay, get on them. You as well. You guys. Okay, there we go. That's good. Let's get all of our ranged guys shooting at the enemy lord. He's the only one we care about at this point. If I could please target him. Hello, can I please target you? Thank you. And then All of our meleeers just get out of the way.
Moving now. That's an order. Take the ground.
Okay, I think at this point the handgunners alone should be able to fix this. Come on, guys, get out of the way, please. Get out of the way, please.
Take the ground.
Okay, get out of the way this way then. Fine. There we go. Now, please shoot him. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, all gone. Alright, so we took a little bitty bit in the way of casualties, but really this is the only unit that I feel like I probably should have pulled him out sooner. Because everybody else, I think, is going to replenish pretty close to full over the end turn. Okay, we got... I think I'm probably going to have to take the money. I guess I could do a little bit of replenishment here. Replenishment or money? We'll take the replenishment, actually. 5% versus less than 500 gold. Yeah. Replenishment's very valuable in this campaign. Okay, we got ourselves an outrider. That's good. And since I'm already over here, I'm just going to glance through and make sure that we have considered everything going on over here. Okay, very good. I'm pretty obsessive about getting those messages off the screen. Okay, now let's go ahead and give you... I do want to get you to Lightning Strike. So we're going to go ahead and give you this. And then Obsidian Lodestone. This is a spell resistance. This would be good for... Let's give it to you. Ancillaries are already all assigned, so that's fine. Again, you're already in the city, so yep, full replenishment except for this one unit right here. The Reiksguard here not quite going to get back to full, and Quinn von Shepard is not quite going to get to full, but he'll be all right. Okay, so back then to down here. What's the best thing to do with you? I think we're going to continue to do some recruiting here. We're going to move you into this settlement. Get a little bit better replenishment here. And you can do some recruiting. Now, speaking of recruiting, one thing that I noticed right before I started the recording here is this landmark allows us to recruit Reiksguard. So we don't even have to level up our livery here, our stables up to livery, in order to recruit the Reiksguard. And we do want to be able to recruit Reiksguard. Thematically, they make sense for Karl Franz, plus we do actually get some benefits with them. So we do want to recruit those. However, we do have an objective here for Theodore Bruckner to level this up to livery. But if all we're going to be using this for... Well, it does give us a +2 to local recruitment capacity, so that's actually pretty nice. Right, so right now we can recruit 3 per turn, is that right? Yes. Okay. How do we do... Okay, so here's what I want to check. I want to check, first of all, global benefits to Reiksguard. None. Okay. Army benefits to Reiksguard. We have... Oh, we get a recruit rank +2 for Empire Knights. Not Reiksguard. Huh, that's interesting. But then if I look at this... wait a minute. Okay, so Knights. Let's look at Knights here. Alright, so Heroic Knightly Band. This gives us an upkeep reduction for Empire Knights. Okay, is that... No, hold the line. No, wait a minute. Which one is glowing here? Speed of Horse is for Empire Knights. This gives us speed and charge bonus. Honest Steel gives us armor and weapon strength, but yeah, not for Empire Knights, just for the Demigryph Knights. Okay. And then compare that to Reiksguard. If we look at Reiksguard here, Imperial Special Forces. Okay, so there we go. That's what I was thinking of right there. This is why we want to get Reiksguard units in. So I think this benefit right here, yeah, plus we gain it for Heroic Knightly Band as well. Okay, so this benefit right here makes Reiksguard units more valuable to us than Empire Knights. Even though we can recruit in Empire Knights at 2 ranks higher, even so, I still think we want to focus on Reiksguard, and then Speed of Horse is good for both units as well. Okay. Fair enough. All right, so for now, and you don't have any benefits at all, that you're unit agnostic right now. Doesn't matter what kind of units we get into your army. Well, actually right there, leading the charge. So this is all cavalry units, so that could be good. And then down here, we'll have the same option if we wanted to do Speed of Horse down here. Okay. All right, but he hasn't taken it yet, obviously. Okay, so we've got flexibility. We've got a slight advantage to cavalry, but it's not really what I want to focus on right now. We've got 6 melee infantry right now. I think what we want now are some crossbows into this army. And up here, you're just replenishing. Okay, and we still have money here. So Altdorf, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this just for the +1 recruitment capacity, as well as thematically it makes sense to try to get Theodore Bruckner's quest line moved up. We do want to improve our economy, so we'll go ahead and choose that as well. Although by doing that, I just precluded myself from being able to level up Bogenhofen. Well, we'll get to Bogenhofen in time. I also can't do this. Okay, scratch student the livery. We want this. And I think we're going to also want this. It's good for money, it's good for casualty replenishment, it's good for growth. Okay, there we go. That's pretty much all of our money. And I'm going to go ahead and change this now from growth to... Don't have to worry about public order, really. I think I'm going to change it to... How many turns is this going to take? It's going to take 3 turns for that landmark. We are going to do more recruiting next turn, but I probably don't... It's probably not worth it to change to this commandment. I think we're going to do income. We need all the money we can get. Okay. Then Garrison Lord not moved. Yes, we know. Technically, you did kind of move. You did, like, fight a battle. Hero. Okay, yeah, you... Do I have any magic items to give you? I do not. Nor ancillaries. Okay. Yeah, we want to get you over here into this army. Looks like you might be able to reach. That'll be good. That'll boost our replenishing a little bit. Okay, very good. Yeah, so now these guys are in much better shape in terms of their replenishment. We have be at war with Tippelhof, which is tempting. That army's actually pretty from what we can see, this is stronger than I was expecting. I don't want to say it's pretty strong because there's so much we can't see, but I was kind of expecting more skeletons and zombies there. Templehof, they are technically almost as strong as we are. And of course they're going to hate us, but they're also they're fighting Clan Angrand. And when we look at the dwarfs, Clan Angrand is quite strong. So I think it's unlikely they'll declare war on us right now. If we do it if we declare war on them in the next 3 turns, then we get a plus 500. It's not really worth doing that and risking Reik in the process. We want Reik to level up probably before we expose it. A second front, yeah, we'll get there eventually. Research technologies, we'll get there eventually. We need one more battle with our hero in order to finish that. Grow your forces, we're working on it. And Beast Slayer. Yeah, let me take a look at this really quickly. So, Beast Slayer, enemy forces. It does not look super strong. Reinforcements expected, of course, but this might be the time to do it. And what would we get out of it? We would get Treasury 5,000. We'd get Beast Slayer, which would be probably pretty good against Kazrak. The Drakwold Rune Fang. It's pretty good. That's all pretty good. Okay. I think we're going to do it. Let me go ahead then and read this out because we care about theme here. With a massive Norscan force en route to Nordland's shores, the Emperor must show that his reign is one of military strength, that none should doubt the power of the Emperor. He must drive the Norscan army back into the Sea of Claws. Okay. It depends really on how strong the reinforcements are, but at first glance, that looks like a winnable battle, even with a slightly damaged army. Where are we at?
The nation calls.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm sure I've fought this before at some point, but it's been so long since I've done anything with a Karl Franz campaign that I don't really remember much about the battle. And now I'm going to not be able to afford to teleport. Am I correct about that? I need 500. Okay. All right. We can do that. We're just going to have to go back to Castle Reik here. Wait a minute. Let me do this. That's good enough for now. We'll try to remember to recruit him back in after the battle's over. Okay. So now, here we go. Hopefully this isn't a terrible mistake. Teleport. Close victory. Okay, don't love the sound of that, but I don't trust myself to not screw it up horribly, but we'll do the best we can. The coast of Nordland has been ravaged by Norse raiders, but no longer. Franz knows this is a test of his sovereignty, that the unconvinced electors will be watching and even hoping he fails. So he must face the Norsemen and be victorious. They will come in waves like the very sea itself. Okay, well, let them come as long as they don't all come at the same time. Then we should be okay. Are we going to give a speech?
Brave men, brave Reichlanders, hear me! The celestial wizards read the portents true. Norse raiders land on Nordland's shores. We have marched many miles, but there is no distance so great that I would not gladly march it to face this, our ultimate foe. I have refused the honor of wielding the blade of our forebears thus far. I was not worthy, but should we survive this day, Should we drive the ruinous tribes back across the sea, then, with your blessing, I will pick up the Reichland runefang and use it to bleed our foes, to carve my way through Sigmar's enemies. Are you with me, men of the Empire? For when the Northmen come, they will attack hard, as their despicable gods demand. We must be ready to push them back, thrust them into the sea, in defense of the Empire!
Okay, so I cannot see where the enemy is deployed. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to get our crossbows like so.
Ready for war!
I think maybe... I'm okay with us being more or less in this part of the battlefield, since I don't really know exactly where the enemy is going to be coming from. We want Karl, Franz, and Quinn von Shepard here in front of the handgunners. We want you back here. You're going to be a reactionary force. We want you right here. Okay, we want halberdiers over here. That's fine. Let's get the Karaberg greatswords back here as well. You're also part of the reserves. Okay, you guys here, 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 here. Let's get you two like that. You can be part of the reserves as well because you're already damaged. You're kind of damaged, but I think I'm fairly okay with this. Let's go ahead and start the battle. Here they come. Really, the question is going to be the reinforcements. Where do the reinforcements come from, and how strong are they? But our mortars, actually, let's go ahead and do this. All of our ranged units we want in guard mode for the time being. Okay, you guys right here. Looks like you can turn and be prepared to shoot these guys. Let's go ahead and try to get you in over there. Let's try to get you in over here. Karl, Franz. Okay, you two. Okay, let's fall back here. Okay, yeah, we're picking them to pieces right there, so that's good. Okay, you can fall back now, because our crossbows are making short work of them. You as well. Okay. All right, Karl, Franz, are we ready to charge in with you? Yes, we are. Okay. Okay, let's get you kind of out of the way there, because we want you guys shooting at those marauders. You can get in there. You shoot at those marauders. Okay, you guys right here, get in on them. You get in on them. Okay, let's go ahead and buff. Quinn von Shepard, let's get you. Helping out right here. Okay, do we want to do any particular boosts here? Let's reduce the melee attack of these guys. And maybe I think we'll hit right here. Okay, you guys need to fall back. You guys shoot them. You guys shoot them. And Quinn, we need you in on them to help out there. Okay, who's fleeing? Who on earth is fleeing? Okay, let's get... Oh, right there. Those 7th Altdorf swordsmen are fleeing. That's bad. Alright, you guys get in on them. Okay. I think we want you shooting at them. Yeah, shoot them. You can shoot. Actually, I'll tell you what. You guys get back. Just get back into formation. Okay, so we got reinforcements coming over there. We don't have any coming over here, so that's good. You guys, we need you over here now. You guys, finish him off. You get over here. Over here. Over here. Okay, come on, let's hurry up and finish off the enemy lord there. Keep running him down. EKF, okay. We're doing all right over here. Let's get you back over this way. Let's get you guys back like this. Okay, you two. Let's get you kind of right here. You kind of over here. Okay. Yep, we got the enemy lord taken care of. Go ahead and take care of them as well. You take care of them. Everybody else, I feel like, can get over here. You're kind of in the back. You've taken a lot of damage. You can get forward. Okay, we're doing pretty good damage right there. Let's go ahead and charge into them. You start shooting them. Start shooting them. You start blowing them up. You get into them as well. Okay, any reinforcements coming from over there? Not yet. Okay, they're broken right here. EKF, go ahead and... Okay, never mind, that was a waste. Let's get you over here. Let's get you guys now into the flanks. You can help out right there. You guys back up like so. Okay, we got more coming in over here. Still nothing from over there, so that's good. Let's get you over here now. Nope, shoot at them now. Okay. Let's get you guys ready to charge it. Those are Marauder Horsemen. Let's get you ready to charge into them. Nope, actually, you know what? Take these guys out. We'll use EKF to go against them. Okay, over here, let's go ahead and do this on them. They're broken over there. You probably need to pull back at this point. Okay, you are shooting them. Shattered. That's good. Broken, broken. You shoot them. Okay, let's go ahead and get you guys. I don't think we desperately need you there. Okay, are there any more enemy reinforcements approaching? Are they coming in from over there? They are indeed. Okay. This is good. So, we were prepared for that. We were kind of expecting it. You guys turn around. I think Shattered. You guys get over here now. We got them pretty well all broken over here. Let's go ahead and get you all over here. Quinn, you can come back. You guys can come back as well. It does look to me like some of these guys might try to get back into the fight. So I'm going to let you stay like this for now. Over here. You get back this way. Okay, let's get you right here facing kind of like this. Okay, you guys over here. Oh dear. Let's get you to fall back. Let's get the Kerberg Greatswords going forward first. Okay, some of them are indeed coming back here. You take care of them. Let's get you guys ready to hit from the flanks. You guys start coming forward. Okay, you two start shooting over here. Okay, you're slowly moving. Let's get you going that way. Okay, they're using some magic on us, unfortunately. But that's fine. These guys are wavering again. Okay, they're broken. Quinn, you can finish them off. You guys, at this point, you can get around into the flanks. Think we're doing okay here. Let's go ahead and get a damaging spell off on them, and then maybe also a debuff over here. You get in on them. You guys can go ahead and start pressing forward. Okay, right here, yes. Stay on them. Okay. Well, we are definitely taking some serious damage in this fight, but at this point, I don't think we're losing any units just yet. I don't want to count my chickens here, but I think we're doing okay. Let's get you in on them. Let's get you in on them. You can sit tight over here. We've got them almost all shattered. Come back this way. You can probably turn around at this point. Guys can shoot at them. Let's try to go ahead and get... Yeah, the magic is doing a lot of damage to us, though. That's a concern. Okay. You... Yeah, you get on them as well. You guys get in on them. Let's go ahead and do this. And let's get you two shooting at them. You guys try to take care of the enemy lord. Actually, try to take care of the enemy wizard first. Okay, how are we looking here, Quinn? You can take care of them. Actually, you know what? They're wavering already. You could probably take care of them with the mortars. Okay, this is looking good. Let's get you moving forward. The crossbowmen need to all be firing over this way. You guys take care of them. I think we're about to have them beaten. Okay, unless there's more reinforcements, and there better not be at this point. Yeah, they're wavering. I think we can probably do an armor reduction on him. Let's get the Kerberg Greatswords here on him. But the swordsman off of him. Yeah, Quinn, you can get on him. And actually, EKF, you can get on him as well. You get out of the way. We do want you guys shooting him. Okay, that unit is shattered, so the mortars can turn around. Okay, he's dead. That's excellent. Wow, the battle's not over. What's going on? Why isn't the battle over? There we go. Okay, this is good. We did take some casualties, of course, but I don't think we lost any units. In fact, I'm pretty certain of it. By winning this battle, I'm pretty sure we're not only going to finish the quest battle mission, but we're also going to finish off the one where you have to win 10 battles with a single hero. Although maybe not, because I don't know which of these heroes would have been in the most fights. I don't think either one of them has been in 9 fights before now. But I'm a little suspect about the whole 9 battles won by hero, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, I think we're going to take the replenishment again. Okay, we gained a follower. That's good. We'll take that. Armor of silvered steel. We'll take that. Mount gained. EKF. Okay, we got our Pegasus, so that's cool. We got our Beast Slayer, so that's cool. Got our 5,000 gold, which is excellent, and our bonus to casualty replenishment for 2 turns, which is very necessary. And okay, we did. Has Quinn von Shepard been in 10 battles? That is weird. I wouldn't have thought so, but anyway, I'm glad it is. Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead and I guess we have enough time to finish this turn. I don't have to end it just yet. So back to you. I can, of course, now go back to recruiting the 3rd crossbowman. And at this point, we also have the money to do this. And either this or this. Oh, no, we could afford both. Okay, well, that pretty much blows it for all the money. But let me also just check to see. Okay. Yeah, I need to unlock some more of these, that's for sure. And what about regiments of renown? Yeah, you're locked until rank 13, and what are we at? We're at 12. Okay. All right. So now we need to give you. I think we will give you. I guess Iron Disciplinarian. Actually, let me undo that. Do I really want to do Best of the Empire first? Because I really want to get. Nah, I want to get to Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike, not as useful as it is in Warhammer 2, but it is still quite useful, particularly when you're outnumbered, the way that we are. Okay, you, my friend, you get Earthing. And obviously, we want Karl Franz to have. Oh no, he's got Beast Slayer. So we want Quinn. Hey Quinn, how would you like to have Dragon Tooth? The Reichland Runefang. Yeah, let's do it. And plus 20 armor versus armor. Yeah, let's give you that as well. Okay, you. You're fine. You can have the Dragon Helm. And then Ancillaries, Entertainer. We'll give that to you as well. Okay. All right. I think then we're pretty well done for this turn.
To the provinces.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm just thinking, just want to make sure I don't forget anything. This is the type of campaign where I need to double check. Here we go. You need a level up. I need to double check everything I do because we don't want any more mistakes than necessary in this campaign. Okay, we're going to give you hard to hit. And we're going to give you, this is 35-meter range. Yeah. Pretty useful. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're at 4,500 here. I'm kind of tempted to do... Which one is it here? I'm kind of tempted to do send aid just to test out how strong the army is. Because right now, it looks to me like Middenheim needs all the help it can get. The thing is, it's probably a waste of 1,000 prestige because they're doomed. But if they're not doomed, if this army could actually make the difference, then I'd kick myself for not doing it. And plus, I think thematically, it's the kind of thing that we want to do. So we're going to try it both as an experiment because I don't know how big of an army it recruits, and also just because thematically it feels appropriate. And they will last for 5. No, I'm sorry. The cooldown is 5 turns. Okay. Boom. Done. This is the army. It is only, what, 9 units? Okay. Well, not super strong, but maybe he'll have a use for it. Now we know, probably not the most effective use of 1,000 prestige. Okay, then diplomacy-wise, let's go ahead and look at our deals here. Clan Angrand. I wouldn't mind being friends with Belagar, but okay, I'm not going to do any more alliances. Okay. All right. The only other thing I could think of that we could do, we could confederate Middenheim, and I like our chances of successfully defending Middenheim better with us in control of it than with him in control of it. But it's probably a lost cause, depending on what Festus decides to do. Because Middenheim is not going to be able to hold up against 3 armies of the Warriors of Chaos. Alright, I think then we're going to go ahead and end this turn. And this is probably going to be all that we're going to be able to do in this episode. So, let's do it. Alright, so Wissenland. Very curious to see what you're going to do because you're in some dire straits. Okay, you're going to do nothing terribly interesting, quite frankly. Okay. The Barrow Legion. We're not at war with you. Are you at war with Bastogne? That would actually be kind of convenient. Okay, so they're going to take Steingart, of course. And Blighted Towers, okay. Well, couldn't be helped. Oh, they didn't actually take it yet. They are just encircling it. Okay, so... Boy, I wonder if there's any chance that Festus would go to war with Khazrak. Wouldn't that be neat? That would be swell, guys, but I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, so Khazrak is winning his first battle. It's unfortunate. Okay, alright. Yeah, we really got our work cut out for us in this one. Okay, Clan Carond, at least they haven't declared war on us yet. Because that's the last thing that we would need is to go to war with the Dark Elves now in addition to everything else. We didn't see anything from Clan Ferric. Marienburg, you are just kind of hanging around, not doing anything productive. It's a bit unfortunate. You've got a strong army there that would be really useful. You are moving towards the Black Pit tribe. Okay, that's interesting. I seriously doubt if you're strong enough to actually win that battle. So, yeah, now that I know what they're going to do with my army and they're going to waste it, I would say definitely a waste of 1,000 prestige. Stirland. Talabicland. Did I miss Middenheim? Or, I'm sorry, Middenland? I guess I did. Black Pit Tribe, or you're running back to defend your capital, but you don't really need to because there's no way that army is strong enough to take your capital anyway. Okay, so Tempelhof has attacked Wissenland. So we're now at war with them, and we're going to at least satisfy that mission objective for what it's worth. Unfortunately, it also means that Reik is now in danger. Bastogne is sort of moving around, okay? Need to find out if the Barrow Legion and Bastogne are at war with one another. Oh yeah, of course I saw Middenland, because they moved the army we just gave them. Okay, so we got that. Mission successful. That's nice. Is this another quest battle? Yep, okay. Oh, we just need to make sure that tall walls are built. Okay. Well, we'll get to that eventually. Roads to Renown. So, fealty of all elector count factions +1 in exchange for the prestige -1,000. Well, at this point, our fealty is already quite good. We probably don't really need to do this, but thematically, we would do it. We did it before. We're going to do it again. Okay. Ambusher discovered. Okay. Black Venom destroyed. Gall Miraz. Okay, this looks like not that strong of an enemy, but of course we already know reinforcements will make a huge difference. Okay. All right. So the wars here. Okay, so Tempelhof raiding us is a bit unfortunate, but better that than them bearing down as fast as possible on Reik. They're not going to be able to reach it next turn. However, it's still got multiple turns here. 3 turns before that's going to be built, and then even longer before we can build the tavern building, which gives them walls and increases their garrison. So that's a concern. Can we reach right here to attack? We could. This army is obviously not strong enough to beat that army unless this is nothing but zombies, and even then it would be close. You, however, if we put you into march stance, yes, you are not close enough to be able to join a fight over there, so that's unfortunate. All right, let's hope that Bladed Towers here holds out for a little while. I don't understand why they didn't already take it, but whatever. And yes, I wanted to see if Bastogne, are you at war with the Barrow Legion? You are. Okay, that's good. And Vampire counts. Barrow Legion, you are at war also with Marienburg, and you've got lots of enemies. Okay, so could be that we don't have to worry about Bastogne for the time being, so that's good. What we may end up doing, Castle Reiksgard cannot defend itself, so we need to keep an army here. I could move EKF down to Castle Reiksgard and then move Gregor Braun over to Reik, but if I'm going to do that, I could always just move Karl Franz down towards Reik as well. Okay, well, we'll decide how we're going to do that next turn, but this concerns me. That army now being an enemy means that it could attack Uber's Reich, which is currently sitting very vulnerable. Altdorf, at this point, we know is strong enough to defend from an attack by Kazrak, so I could leave it alone.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Okay, all right. I want to be able to fight an offensive again against one of the many enemies, but we have to... we kind of have to prioritize our own defense, I think, over any more offensives, particularly while we're replenishing and building our armies back up. So that's still continuation of the same strategy that we started this episode with. Anyway, please feel free to leave any comments. I do appreciate the comments you guys have left already. They are quite helpful, quite frankly, and I'm sure they will continue to be. And in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.